Hey, what's up, guys? I apologize for doing this video kind of dark. I just don't really want the light shining in my face at the moment. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning to do this, but congrats to Sergio Martinez on his comeback win against Jose Fandino, or Fandino. Seventh round stoppage. I'm a Sergio Martinez fan. Really enjoyed his run that he had when he was in his prime. Thoroughly enjoyed what he did to Chavez Jr. It was very tough and heartbreaking to see what happened with Miguel Cotto. I picked him to beat Miguel Cotto. I put some money on him to beat Miguel Cotto. Um, but of course, he wasn't right. He just wasn't the same, man. After he wrecked his knees in Chavez fight, you know, and it was a sad way to see him go out. I think if he was anything like prime Sergio, he could have beat and would have beat Miguel Cotto, in my opinion. So, hard to see him go out that way. Thankfully, he retired, and what has been 6 years. He was out of the ring, and he decided to come back. He came back against a guy that was 15-6. If an older guy's gonna fight or come back, be active. One of our legends. I prefer them fight a guy, this kind of a guy, with this type of record. Not any world champions, world title challengers, dangerous upcoming prospects. No. These guys who are maybe up in age, inexperienced guys, these kind of guys that they should fight, almost like, saying like, hey, this legend's gonna fight, let's see him, show off his skills, kind of get a memory of what he was, when he was in his prime against somebody that should not beat him or hurt him. So this was smart matchmaking. Um, Now, of course, he's not gonna quit. He's gonna want to keep going. It's like a guy who just loves the sport, loves to compete, and misses it. All right, now I just read an article doing some research on boxing scene where he's going to fight Murata for his WBA middleweight title. I think this is. I don't think this is smart thinking. I don't think this is the right thing to do. Now, of course, Sergio being the competitor that he is, he's gonna want to fight top guys. Gonna want to fight for a title. Or why do it? I think that's his type of mindset. But I don't think that's the way to go, man. Now, full disclosure, I've never seen Murata fight. No, I was not interested in watching him fight Robert Brand. All right. I was not interested in watching him fight Hassan and Dom. You know, not interested in watching any of those type of fights. So, you know, call me when he fights somebody that I should be interested in. All right. I looked at his box rec. All right. If I remember correctly, he is 16-2, and 13 of his 16 wins have been by stoppage. So the guy clearly has a punch. He lost his belt to Robert Brand, and then came back and stopped him in the second round. So a 45-year-old Sergio Martinez, who apparently has two bad knees. They both are wrapped up. I think he said in one of these articles or interviews talking about how he don't need him or something. Man, look, I'm a Sergio fan, but I'm gonna call it like it is. You know, just watching it, I'm kind of just a little squeamish, thinking like, man, it's Sergio knees, legs gonna break on him. Are they gonna give out on him? If I was fighting Sergio Martinez, if I was coaching somebody to fight Sergio Martinez, man, the game plan would be to go at Sergio nonstop, man. To put the pressure on him, to Mike Tyson, David Lemieux, Sergio Martinez, man. Is he gonna be able to back away the whole fight? Can his legs do it? As he's backing away on two bad wheels, can he throw punches and keep you off at the same time? He could probably tie you up, but I think that's about it, man. This guy Jose Fandino just was a human punching bag. It's a Spanish guy who who was not vastly experienced, who was not world level, who was probably honored and amazed to be in the ring with Sergio Martinez. All right, not only a worldwide legend, but a legend over there in his part of the world where he lives. You know, so no man, if this guy would have moved forward and pressed and actually brought the fight to Sergio, he could have had more success. He did hit Sergio a few times. Sergio also showed that he could get out of the way of some of this guy's punches, but probably more than most. But does he need to be fighting a young prime guy, a world champion, world title challenger type guy? No, man, no. I'm okay with with the legends coming back, legends fighting a seniors type division, but they need to fight guys of this caliber or fight each other. You know, and having said that, what I think would be smarter and better, more lucrative and safer for Sergio Martinez is he needs to see what Oscar De La Hoya is gonna do. You know, I think Oscar should come back with a similar type opponent. Hell, it could be the exact same guy. You know, if Oscar would come back, get a win, look good in a similar type fight performance, man, Sergio Martinez and Oscar De La Hoya, that'd be a pretty big fight. A good solid the zone fight. I'm not saying pay per view. We're not gonna pay 70, 80, 90, $100 for it. I'm not saying that at all. But that's who Sergio should be looking at. That's who I would like to see him call out. Make a great payday against a guy around his age, a bigger name than Murata, a legend. The world would be watching. This would make news on ESPN. You know, Sergio needs to show up the Oscar comeback fight and call him out. He start calling him out on social media. You need to show up at the press conference, call him out. You know, so I think it's safer. I think it's more lucrative, and I think that's the direction he should go. I would love to see that fight. You know, 47-year-old Oscar against a 45-year-old Sergio, and they could do it at 160. That's me assuming that Oscar still make 160. I think he was talking about coming back at 154. So, yeah, and Sergio's not a heavy, full-fledged middleweight. He would always come in under 160. So, yeah, he was an overachiever at middleweight. Really, he was a 154-pounder who got the shot against Kelly Pavlik and upset and dominated Pavlik, and then had a legendary middleweight run that's going to put him in the Hall of Fame. So, yeah, man, that's what I would like to see. Somebody else that I was thinking about, and this could be a long shot. I don't Not that I've heard him talking about coming back, but on his Instagram he was working out and getting in shape, and that's Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton. I don't know what his walk around weight is these days. I know he's been coming down in weight, but and the reason I'm saying Ricky Hatton is, even though Ricky Hatton is a a shorter fighter, a smaller stature fighter, his style would give this Sergio Martinez fits in my opinion. You know, cause Sergio hold off the come forward aggressive style of a Ricky Hatton. I'd be interested in seeing if he could. How these two guys similar in age, would fare against each other. So that's another great seniors type fight. Again, I'm cool with the legends and the older guys fighting, but I don't want to see them fight young prime guys. I don't want to see these type of guys fight, Charlos, Canelos, Andres, world title prospects, contender type guys. No, let the WBC make a seniors belt, name Sergio or Oscar the seniors champ, and they fight over that belt. Let the seniors fight against these 15 and 6 type guys. Inexperienced guys that'll never challenge for world titles. That don't have devastating skill. They can just get in there and show their skills, stay active, stay healthy, and not take a lot of damage. So that's how I feel about it, guys. And I think that's about it. Sergio still showed good hand speed, head movement. But the wheels, man. If somebody just dives in, does not respect Sergio, I think they could take the fight of Sergio. They could hurt Sergio, possibly stop him. I'm kind of as I'm watching him fight, I'm hoping that he doesn't have any leg injuries. So I think that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. And it was a fun little fight to watch. It was a fun little fight to watch. Good to see Sergio back being active, getting the win. Hell, if he was to leave the sport, on a win like this, it would be much more satisfying than seeing him leave the way he did against Miguel Cotto. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll check in soon. Thanks for watching.